The Soybean School on RealAgriculture.com is brought to you by Pride Seeds, High Stick NT, and Cruiser Max Vibrance Beans.
Peter Johnson, RealAgriculture.com, at Wheat Pete, and we're back in double crop soybeans. And it's been an unbelievable year for double crop soybeans this year. I'm here again with Eric Richter from Syngenta Seeds. He's kind of the guru of double crop soybeans. Eric, how's it gone?
It's gone really well this year, Peter. There's a lot of growers, veteran and first-time growers, that have had some real success with double crop soybeans.
Cool. So what kind of yields are we looking at?
The yields have ranged from mid-20s on the low end, a lot in that 30 range, but we've had growers, again, punch up into the mid-40s.
Yeah, so some real successes. A grower at Sarnia with winter barley, 183 bushel winter barley, $100 per acre in straw, and then 42 bushel double crop soybeans. Like, talk about most profitable acres he has. That's awesome. But let's be a little bit realistic. Where should we be in terms of real potential, year in, year out? Where are we at?
I think in southwestern Ontario, 2,900 heat units and less, a realistic goal is 30 bushels. With the right system, management tweak, you can move that into the mid-30s. And as I say, we have veteran growers now that their goal is 40. So let's start at 30.
Yeah.
It's reasonable.
Yeah, and so just on that note, this year we did have 20% more sunshine in August than what we normally got. We got lots of moisture in August. Both of those are sort of things that make that 40 bushel yield, and if we had normal sunshine and more normal or less rainfall, you might not quite achieve that just every year.
Having said that, though, Peter, the veteran growers now are consistently in that mid-30 hitting into 40, and it's a systems approach, so it's not just one thing. But you're right, this year again has really shown the true potential of double crop. Little extra bonus with the growing season. You're right.
Yeah, right on. So you say it's a system. Give me in very short order the 4 top things or 5 top things on the system. What do you have to do? 1,
have a plan. Be determined that you're going to do this. Build it in terms of your time allocation, equipment. Get that variety, the seed ready. It's not a inventory clearance program for a dealer. You really need to look at the area, that variety. The population and stand establishment are absolutely critical. We look here at Ian's crop today. I mean, he did a fantastic job, but Peter, I honestly say, stand establishment is the make or break. It's not easy. We are trying to seed into all that residue, the straw crop. Different if you bale and take it away, but if it's there on the ground, it does really pose quite a challenge. But once we get the stand established, we're 80-90% there.
Yep. So really it is, we need to seed as quickly as we can.
Absolutely.
And so one of the things that I think is kind of interesting is, as we move into this, we're going to have to start looking at winter wheat varieties for when they mature. So this year, Branson, for example, was as much as a week ahead of all the other wheat varieties.
Great.
That's not normal for Branson. It's normally early, but not that much. But boy, 7 days on double crop soybeans or after winter barley, those things are really huge in terms of yield potential.
Absolutely. It's over a bushel. All our data almost shows 2 bushels a day per acre response by early planting. Every day you lose is 2 bushels per acre less.
Wow, 2 bushels. So that's one thing. The other thing is population.
Absolutely.
And so we have to be at 250,000.
In most fields.
In most fields, 250,000 to get enough there. I think that's really critical. And make sure that you plant deep enough to hit moisture. That's the other thing, into moisture, because it's warm. Normally in the spring we say don't plant 2.5 inches deep or 3 inches deep because it won't make it up.
This is the only exception, Peter.
Yeah, okay, but this is an exception. So those are kind of, and then shorten up your maturity. That's the other one in terms of your variety.
Downshift strategy is really important to understand.
Yeah, and that's where I think we really have to take our hats off to Eric, because he's the man who kind of challenge the conventional wisdom of go long. The soybeans are day length sensitive. Bull roar. Yeah, they maybe are, but man, if you go long, it just fails. And we have situations this year where growers didn't shorten up enough and those beans didn't mature, and then it's just a cover crop, and it's really, it's not building the soil structure that we'd like it to from a cover crop perspective. I want to just finish up quickly, Eric. it's sometimes more of a challenge than you think. And in particular, what about after hay? Because, you know, if double crop soybeans works after winter barley, after winter wheat, well, it should be a no-brainer after hay.
Well, our preferred crops, again, processing peas, winter cereals, barley and winter wheat. But we talked about hay. You know what? It's not as easy as it looks. That hay crop really does draw a lot of moisture out. Many times the hay fields, the soil density is higher than we think, getting that seed deep enough or into moisture. And also, most growers think they've killed off that alfalfa or hay crop and then realize after the beans are struggling along that they haven't achieved that objective. No good. Not a positive outcome in those situations.
Yeah, so way tougher on hay than you would think. And actually, it makes a little bit of sense. The winter barley crop, it matures, it stops using water.
Yes.
But that hay crop, even if you spray it, the dandelions, the alfalfa, they're still pulling moisture out. If you don't get good weed control, it's an absolute disaster. So if you're going to do it, try it after hay. You must pre-harvest the hay, get some initial kill on that, and you probably have to come back in and spray it, you know, another 2 or 3 times. So Roundup Ready soybeans are really important. With that, Eric, any last thoughts?
No, thanks very much for your time and support, Peter.
Yeah, awesome.
Great year.
Try it. I think it can really work. It's way cool. Do it right.